Hi guys, and welcome back to the Canadian Glam Mam channel. Glam Mam here, and as you can tell from the title, today's video is a Disney-inspired Jasmine look. As you can tell already, I have set the foundation for this look. That includes pretty much my entire face. The only thing left to do are the eyes and the lip. I did this because I do my tutorials as a wearable look. How you set your face, how you draw your eyebrows is completely up to you. Now, I did try and stick with somewhat of what Jasmine looks like. I tried to do a darker contour and darker eyebrows because she does have a gorgeous angled face and really prominent brows. So that is what I tried to stick with. Now, I am going to be using a smaller mirror because I have noticed in past videos I get sidetracked and I've been blocking your view with my huge big circle mirror that I've been using, so I'm going to try and use this one today. Before I do anything on my eyes, I'm going to go ahead and prime them. I've been really loving this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade 604 Milk, so that's what I'm going to go ahead and set my eyelids with. So I'm just going to place this right close to my lash line and just kind of fill in my eyelid like so, and then I'm just taking my finger and buffing it out. And you want to do this until it becomes really smooth, there's no excess product anywhere, and it's all blended in nicely. This just, I find, gives a beautiful base for the shadows. It makes them blend really, really seamlessly, and you don't get any harsh lines when you're finished. And just like that, and I'm going to go ahead and repeat the same step on the other eye. So again, following the lash line, going. You can do this haphazardly, it doesn't really matter. You don't need to stick with your crease or anything. I just kind of throw some product in there. The only place that I'm really careful is to make sure that I get right down up tight to my lash line. And again, I'm just buffing that out like so. Now I'm going to go ahead and set that. I'm going to be using the Blush Nudes palette from Maybelline. This is a newer purchase from me, for me, not from me. Oh my goodness. And I'm going to go ahead and set everything from my brow down with this light shade over here. So I'm just going to be using a big buffing brush. I say buffing, some people say blending. It's really all the same thing if anybody's wondering. So I'm just going to place that on top of my eyelid and just bring that up right underneath my brow. Like so. And just repeat the same step on the other eye. Because these NYX pencils are cream, just like a concealer or an eyelid primer, you need to set them, otherwise they will crease. So I'm just taking that right up underneath my eyebrow and right over top of that product. And that's just going to set a nice base for the rest of the products that we're going to place on there. So I'm going to be going in with a transitioning shade. Now, Jasmine's look is very almost like a nude look with just a defined crease, but then the staple of her eye look is the gorgeous wing liner that she wears. So I'm going to stay with a nude eye, just playing around with some of the browns and transition colors, and then do a beautiful winged liner to pair it off with. So for my transition shade, I'm going to be using the next one over from that white one that we just used to set everything. And I'm just going to be picking up this bigger brush like this. And I'm going to go just above the crease and bring it, slowly buff it down into the crease as well. So again, just directly on top of my crease, but also getting in that crease. And I just want to remind you guys, just in case you guys didn't know or don't watch this, it's really important to start with a lighter shade, even if it's almost not noticeable and you feel like, what's the point? If you go in with a darker shade right away, it will be a lot harder to blend out. And that's when you get a look that has really harsh, jagged lines, and everything just looks like it's kind of placed haphazardly and it's not blended. Next, I'm going to go in with this darker cream shade right here. And again, I'm going to place that right in the same area. Just concentrating a little bit more in the crease this time. And I'm just going to repeat the same step on the other eye. Like so. And lastly, sorry, I'm just kind of choosing which one I want out of these ones more. Okay, I'm going to be going in with this shade over here on a smaller defined brush, this one right here, and I'm going to place this color all in my crease. Just concentrating on the outer corner, slowly buffing it back and forth, and then just pulling that product to the inner corner. Now I want to leave my eyes really open, so I'm not going to pull it all the way down. I'm going to stop right about eyebrow level, where my eyebrow starts. So like three quarters of the way down. And that's just going to define my crease nicely. I find a lot of the Disney characters have minimal makeup, but the most prominent things on their features are their lashes, or like each Disney character has a staple. Madame Medusa was more of the purple grays. Ariel, you have the either dark brown brows or red brows with red lips. Like, I find that every Disney character has one main feature that I like to focus on. Obviously, Jasmine is going to be the winged liner. Now, eventually, I am going to throw a curveball at you guys and do some Disney characters, but rather than, because I'm finding I'm doing a lot of nude looks, because a lot of them don't wear, don't show a lot of makeup, like they're very nude and fresh looking. So to spice things up a little bit, I'm going to do inspired looks by their clothing color and what clothing and hair pieces and accessories that they kind of focus on, and draw some colors from them and create some eye looks by using their staple colors. Just so that you guys aren't getting bored watching the same kind of look with just different products and stuff over and over again. I'm just going to darken up This one eye just a little bit more in the crease. Like so. And now I'm done with the Blush Nudes palette. I'm going to be going in with this new palette that I just picked up, which was the video before the mini Mother's Day haul. And I'm going to be taking this gorgeous peachy nude right here, and I'm going to be placing that all on my lid, sorry. So as soon as I find the brush that I'm looking for, there we go. And that is just a flat eyeshadow brush to pack on the lid color. So staying underneath that crease that we defined. So you can tell right off the bat that these Wet n Wild shadows are I don't want to say lower quality because I hate bashing companies, but they are a cheaper drugstore product. So I mean, you've got to have some downfalls. You know, you get what you pay for is what I'm getting at. So these have a little bit more fallout than a lot of the higher end products, or even that Maybelline shadow that I just used. There was like next to no fallout, if any. And these ones I noticed the second I put the product on, they did have a little bit fallout. So just be careful and make sure you are tapping off your brush to get the excess product that's not picked up by your brush out of the way. So like so, and just repeat the same step on the other eye. Staying right tight, close to that defined crease, but not crossing over it. Now this is a very light shade. It's not too highly pigmented, which is nice for this look because we are trying to stay with a more nude look, but I'm having to apply quite a bit of product to get the color payoff that I'm looking for. But just remember to keep going back in and blend, blend, blend. Like so. And most Disney characters have that staple, especially the princesses, where they have a doe-eyed look. Their eyes really pop in the center. So to recreate this, I'm going to be using the Warm Nude Physicians Formula Shimmer Brick. And I'm going to be, sorry, they're shimmer strips. I say shimmer bricks because, I mean, they look like little bricks, not strips. But I'm going to be kind of smudging around these four right here, just on my finger, so it's a very bright color. And I'm just going to pat that right in the center. Now I don't want this too bright where it's like bam right in your face, but I'm patting first, and then once I have that on, then I'm just kind of smudging just a little bit back and forth, kind of blending in the two together so it doesn't look like there's just one haphazard product right in the center of the face. And I still think, even though I'm using a smaller mirror, I'm blocking what I'm doing. So I apologize if I did that. And again, repeat with the same thing on the other eye. Just staying right in the center of your eyelid and patting it and buffing it back and forth like so. So next I'm going to be using the same Shimmer Bricks thing, concentrating more on the white one up top here, and I'm going to place that in the inner corner of my eye. And I find this is a really pretty inner corner highlight. This is the first Physicians Formula product that I purchased, and I'm actually going to be going back and getting some more of their products because I really like the way they work and the formula of them. So once I kind of do like a little, go in and do a little swirly back and forth, and then I kind of buff up and down just a bit to disperse it evenly. Now, I have seen a few different pictures of Jasmine, some where her lower lash line, waterline, is blacked out as well, along with the wing, and then some where it's not and it's just the wing liner on the top lid. I'm going to be doing just the wing liner on the top lid and then placing a light color in my waterline, just to make myself look more awake. I'm not going to be placing any color whatsoever on the lower lash line. I'm going to leave that completely empty. So for my liquid liner, I'm going to be using the NYC liquid eyeliner in the shade 887 Extreme Black. There has been a lot of raving on YouTube about this, saying it is the best liquid eyeliner that you can purchase from the drugstore, and surprisingly, it is the cheapest one that you can buy at Walmart. So I'm just placing that as close to the lash line, and then I'm going to yeah, I'm not used to using one like this. I normally use felt tip on myself. This is the first time I've used this product, so I'm going to have to go in and touch that up. But I'm going to bring it back down like so and fill it in. I'm telling you right now that this product has more of a stronger fume and it's actually bothering my eye a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this off camera and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back and I changed my mind. I went back and looked at a few more pictures and I found it a little bit more flattering when the bottom lash line is blacked out as well. So I'm going to do that instead. You don't have to, but I'm going to. I'm going to be throwing this Skin Dimitri Dreams Bright Eye Enhancing Eyeliner in the lower waterline, and what was I going to say? This is a nude color. You can use a nude, a white, just a bright eye enhancing color. So I'm going to try and do that. Sorry, I'm just trying to set up a different mirror here so that I can see a little bit better without holding it. The only problem is when you're doing this, if you're not careful, it tends to pick up the product and kind of transfer it. And I went ahead and used the NYC liquid liner on my lower lash line, and I'm not liking the way it's picking up product and bringing it into the waterline. So I'm going to grab my Milk pencil by NYX because I'm finding that Dimitri James one just isn't bright enough. That's better. So that'll definitely help keep your eye open compared to this eye where it's really, really dark. That just adds a little bit more alert and awakeness when doing a dark lower lash line and a very dark winged liner. So like so, and that's just going to help brighten and open my eyes. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and curl my lashes and prep them to put on false lashes. This is just a Sally Hansen eyelash curler. I'm just going to pulsate a few and do the same thing with the other eye. A little bit nervous because I don't want it to smudge. Sorry, I've got like a hair or something on my face that's tickling. Oh my goodness, it's like stuck to my face. There we go. And now I really want the most volume that I can possibly get. So I'm going to throw a quick coat of this Essence Lash and Brow Gel Mascara on my top lashes and on my lower lashes. And I find this just helps separate the lashes and gives them a little extra length. And when I go in with my mascara, it definitely makes the mascara adhere to each individual lash really nicely, and you don't get a lot of clumping. So the way I put on mascara, everybody's different. I start as close to the waterline that I can get, and then I just kind of wiggle back and forth as I pull up. Some people like to blink. Everybody's different. So whatever you feel more comfortable with, you know you are putting something really close to your eye, and that can be really intimidating for some people. I especially like this gel for my lower lash line because I have next to no lashes on my bottom lash line, and they kind of tend to curl and tuck into my waterline. So if I don't do this beforehand or try and get them straightened out, when I go and put the mascara on the bottom, they tend to leave a smudge. Comment down below if you guys struggle with having minimal lashes on your lower lash line, and what products you use, or if you have any suggestions on a serum or something that I can use to grow out my lower lash line. Like, I've read about cod liver oil supposedly being really good for growing your natural lashes, but I'm not sure if that actually works. So if you guys have a product that you use that you have found works, please let me know. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with my Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect, and I'm just going to coat all of my lashes. And I'm hoping you guys can see this. There's, like, it literally helped extend my natural lashes like crazy. And there's, like, minimal to no clumping. I don't have to go back in and really define them. And I'm just going to repeat the same step on the other eye. Sorry, I tend to hold my breath and get really silent when I'm doing anything that's close to my eyes because I have like a phobia with things touching my eyes. And I need glasses, and I use glasses very sparingly because of the fact that I don't like covering up my eye makeup, so I only use them when I'm driving. And I had a bad experience with a contact rolling up behind my eyeball, so I can't wear contacts anymore. So Just a little side note there. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my false lashes, and I'm going to do this off camera, and I will be right back. The lashes that I'm wearing are the Demi Wispy lashes from Ardell. So, I'll be right back, guys. So I'm back, and I have my lashes on. I've never used the Demi Wispies before. I've used the Baby Wispies, but these Demi Wispies are so light compared to the shiny eyelashes that I've been wearing lately. I'm actually quite impressed with them. Like, you don't even notice they're there. The only thing is they're a little bit more sparing for the fullness of lashes on the outer corners that I wanted, but it complements this look really nicely because the focal point was the winged liner. So the last step to finish this look off is the lips, of course. So to line my lips, I'm going in with the Essence lip liner in the shade 11 in the Nude. So I'm going to start at one top of my Cupid's bow and cross down and do the same thing on the other, and that's going to give you a really defined Cupid's bow. Like so. Like so. So kind of in an X. Then I'm grabbing this one. And following that down. Repeating the same step. Like so. And then I like to overdraw just a little bit on my lower lip, right in the center, and then bring that in. And this will just darken up the lower lip a little bit and give you more fullness and dimension. Same with darkening the inner corners right here. And for my lip color, I'm going to be using the Covergirl 24-hour long-lasting lip color in the shade 512, and this is a corally peach color. I've never used this product before, so I'm going to see how it applies. Wow. Whew. Now it says to coat your lips, don't smudge them, wait 60 seconds for them to dry, and then go in with the top coat. So, it's not necessarily as opaque as I want it to be, but it's a nice formula. Now this is supposed to dry matte. So I will wait the recommended time for it to dry. I'm not liking the way it's drying. It says it's not supposed to be sticky, but you can clearly see it's sticky. And it is hugging to my lips and sucking all that moisture out. Try to speed up the drying process a little bit because I don't want to put the balm on top with it not being completely dry. Okay, I think it's done. So this is just a clear coat balm that's supposed to help nourish and make your lips hold the color all day. The packaging could be a little bit better. It's really hard to get the top off of it. So it's just a clear balm. And this is, oh wow, and it's not transferring. So the formula is doing what it says. But you can tell, like some products are really heavy on the lips, and this is definitely one of them. And there you have it. Now I do notice a little bit's flaking off onto this, but it's not spreading or smudging. So we'll see how long it wears. So this is the completed look. Now with this look you can pair a darker lip if you want, or just throw on a gloss. I decided because this is a newer product, I was going to give it a try. So this is my take of the Disney's Jasmine look. The last thing I need to do is set it with a setting spray. If you like this video, guys, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, leave me a comment, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and remember, until next time, to inspire and be inspired. Thanks for watching. Bye.